Alright guys, working on the deer. Putting the clutch back together here. Got the shift forks in, or not shift forks, not throw out fork. Putting this bolt in, kind of an important note here. This piece is weighted. I think just kind of balance crankshaft, and there's two marks you got to line up here on the crankshaft to keep everything running like it's supposed to. Just had to make sure that's pretty tight in the book, so pretty tight. Heck, just one more for good measure. I had this thing together already once, and I couldn't get the thing to snap in, so I took it apart and was looking at some stuff, and I think I might get it here. Alright. Doing all the springs. I kind of almost think I didn't have this thing tightened up enough to where it could snap in the first time. You got to get all these little bolts tightened up easy. They're tightened up nice and even here. Might be a little much. Come on. So I still don't know what the heck the deal is at this. Oh, there it went. There, yeah, I guess I didn't have it tightened up enough the first time. It pops off. Can't really even feel it snap in, it just does, but then it won't come back. There we go, that works surprisingly. Cool. Now it said it takes should have a pull of about 40 to 80 pounds, which I don't have like a fish scale or anything to check that with. So I'll just go off a guess, but that's not even 40 pounds, so I gotta tighten it up some more. Get a precision measuring instrument here. It said it just about 5/16 of an inch. About 5/16. That one's strong. 5/16. Alright, they're all even, but they need to be a lot tighter than that. This clutch, I'm sure, is pretty worn. Let me get an end wrench. Going to turn with them. That's better. Wet. I need to be turning. Yeah, it's turning the engine now. It pops off there, don't it? That's probably 60-80 pound pole. Yeah, and they said when they had this tractor, I think it was just loose if they were going up a hill or something, mowing, they'd always have to put their foot on the lever to hold it forward. And I think it's probably because it just pop off too easy. It might almost be a little. Back them up about a quarter turn. About like that. Well, I'll measure that, and that's not too bad. They got a little cotter keys that got to go in there, and I'll measure it again and get them lined up all even and everything. But there we go. Already back on the gear here. Getting ready to put the cylinder head on. I'm waiting on some gasket paper for the governor and hydraulic pump that goes right up here. I'm going to have to make a gasket because that gasket's discontinued matching that. So I'm putting the studs in here. I'll show you guys how to do that, or a couple tricks to it. First thing, I don't know if you probably won't be able to see this in the video, but these studs, for some reason the threads, they're not coarser, but they're the taper. They kind of got a flat spot in the top of them on one side, and they comes to a point on the threads on this side. I don't know if you can really see that too well, but anyway, they ones with the flat spot go into the block, and the ones that come to a point except the nut. And I was doing a little look, or I determined that because you run the ones at the point into the block, they're still pretty loose. But I don't know if it's a different thread pitch or what. But if you run the ones with the flat spot in them into the block, they're a lot tighter. So I figured so that's probably what needs to happen. And I always put just a thin coat of engine oil on the threads here. It just kind of helps them torque up better. And then we'll obviously go back and retorque the head again once we get it running and once it's warmed up. I don't know how that's going to be because there's a bunch of crap that lays in here, but we'll figure it out. Let's see now. Double nuts on there, and then you just screw the stud right on in. And I run them up just till they're snug and the threads are just about gone in the block there. And you pop them loose. And go on to the next stud. And that's how you put the studs in the block there. Alright, head's torqued up. Torque it to 104 foot-pounds. What they torque them nuts to, and they don't give a torque pattern actually in the book, so I just did it in kind of a star pattern, just there and there and there and there, and then jump up and just kind of go back and forth on it. Torques it to 50 and then 80 and then to 104. Run over them twice at 104 and then torque them again after it's warmed up. Let's see what else. Obviously got the push rods in there. I always put a little white lithium grease there on any wear point. So I put them on each end of the push rod before I shoved it in the hole there. I don't know if you're doing one of these. There's this little water jacket elbow that goes on underneath. Put that on before you put the head on, because I don't think you can get the bolts. There's not enough room between the frame to run a wrench to get the bolts in, I don't think. Well, there might be, I don't know. It'd be awfully close. It'd just be easier to do it right there. I'm ready to put the Valvetrain on now. One other thing they said in the book, put these little lead washers on here. And I don't know why, which luckily I forgot to order those. The old ones had it on it, and they're real deformed like they are now because they just squish out when you torque them up. I'm not sure why they do that. Let me know if you know why. Or why they even put them on there, because they just squish out around the nut. But so I went in John Deere and bought 10 more of them, and to my surprise, they actually had them in stock, which is about the only part they've had in stock for this tractor. But anyway, got them on, and I'll put the Valvetrain on now. Alright, made some pretty good progress here. Got the valve cover on, valve set to 22 thousandths, valve lash each. Spark plugs at 30 thousandths. Got good compression, at least turn it over by hand. Feels like good compression anyways. Made pretty good progress today. I think that'll about do it here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Alright, I thought I'd put this on the end of the John Deere video. Jeff Raymond was asking me what I was going to do for a video, 1,000 subs. I don't know yet. My wife's out of town this week, but she wanted to be in it, so it'll probably be next week, or towards the end of next week before I get one up, because I'll probably get to 1,000 by the time the end of next week, so it might be a little late, but And also throw in here, we had about 8/10 of rain tonight. At least that's what Dad told me. Dogs chewed up my rain gauge. So that's what's happening around here. Got the shed finished up the other day. It's completely done. I just got the fencing, electrical, and water to do. So it's good to finally be done with it. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there, and on what I'm gonna do, or I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for 1,000 subs, but we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching.